What's going on, everybody? It's me, director and writer Naldo O Davenport, and as promised, this is my second entry to my filmmaker journey. And our topic for this one is chasing your goals and chasing your dream. Putting in that work for your goals and your dream, your big goals and your dream, and having to work a job, whether that is full-time or a significant part-time job that's taking that much more of your time from you using it towards your goals. I never wanted to work any sort of a full-time job that wasn't in direct relation to my film work, video production work. And for a long time, I hadn't been doing that. For a long time, I was good, man. Like, I only did video work and occasionally I did photography. And when I did do photography, it was mostly like event photography. So I didn't do like a lot of like solo stuff. But all of my work and all of my income was coming from my video clients. I had a lot of consistent clients, a lot of preferred customers. I've done like multiple videos for one particular client here, one particular client there. Like I was there, and I still am. I was their go-to guy for a lot of the video, for their video work, for their shooting, for the editing, even the sound, all that. I was their guy in the photography, and I still do work for clients. I still have a large client list. I still get new clients here and there. And I still do particular video client work when I can, and depending upon what kind of video work it is. But I am currently working a full-time job, and by full-time job here in the States, I mean 40 hours a week. Now, I am particularly blessed, I would say, that my full-time job is actually a really, really good one. I'm not going to say the company that I work for, but I lost my train of thought. I'm not located at a plant. I am working at a facility that does repair work for seals and pumps and stuff. And that sort of stuff is what different plants and different sort of manufacturers need. They need seals and they need pumps. The biggest plus is it's a great schedule. The schedule allows me to go there, work a full day shift, and then I've got my entire day ahead of me to put in all the work that I want to towards my goals, towards shooting, towards editing, what have you. And I'm off on weekends normally. I'm off on most weekends. But it's and another big plus about the work I do, as far as my full-time job is concerned, is that it's not labor intensive. It's not mentally intensive. Completely stress-free almost. That allows me not to have the typical sort of stresses and tension that a lot of full-time jobs would do to a person. Because what happens with a full-time job normally is, not only is it taking your time, it's eating up your time, but it's also adding a lot of different sort of pressures and responsibilities and stress to your daily life. And by the time you get off your full-time job, you're not trying to do anything but, sit down on your couch, watch a movie, play video games, go fishing. You want to relax, you want to decompress, you want to chill out. You want to do nothing. You want to just lie in your bed, right? And I've worked full-time jobs like that in the past that had me like that. And that was another thing that really kind of pushed me to focus on just video work. And when I did do only video work, it was fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot. And being able to only have to worry about and wake up in the morning and just edit and just go out and shoot, that is a really cool, awesome thing. And for people who are able to wake up in the morning and do that, whether you're a YouTuber maybe and all your stuff is you're a content creator for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform. If all you have to worry about is creating content or doing what you love in general, or you're a painter, a music artist, whatever is like your dream job, or working independently, if that's all you have to worry about when you wake up out of bed, more power to you. I know the feeling. I loved it. But the city I was working in eventually the work slowed down. That was the reality. The work slowed down to a point, and not only did it slow down, but I also have a lot of ambitions, and those ambitions comes with expenses, right? And I had to keep it moving, if you will. I had to make sure that the money was still coming in. So right now, I'm making great pay, but I'm also actually making great pay with my clientele as well. And I'm not going to just throw my full-time job to the side. Again, it's not adding a lot of stress to me. I actually really like it. I really enjoy it, and it's providing a lot of finances that I can use right now. So I'm sticking with it until I can really get to a point where I really just don't need it. That'll be great. Or when I get to a point where I'm making so much money, going after my dream and focusing on that I don't need a full-time gig or anything like that, right? I need a full-time job. I don't need to work for anybody but myself, doing my own work. And that's what's going on with me, y'all. As far as my life is concerned, I know there's a lot of creators out there, a lot of people I'm working with now, who they work full-time jobs. I have friends, they work full-time jobs, but we all have our goals. We all have that dream, and some of those goals and dreams are attached to our jobs. Some of us, our goals and dreams are our jobs, and I respect that, and that's great if that's the case for you. But that's not the case for a lot of people. It's certainly not the case for me. I put in constant work for my film goals, for me as a writer and director. You can see that from the work that I've done and the work that I'm doing, the work that I'm trying to do. You can see that I am still creating, and a lot of people, they'll look at the work I've done and the things that I'm doing, and they'll be surprised that I have a full-time job. A lot of people assume that all I'm doing is video work, and I guess I'm flattered by that. I would like it to go back to that way, and I like that people assume that, because that's normally attached to positive reasons behind that way of thinking. They assume that, okay, this guy is really successful at his video work, and to an extent I'm successful, but not to the level of success where it's all I have to worry about doing. But yeah, I'll get there. That's my goals. That's my work-related, job-related situation, if you will, right now. And I'm making it work. You have to make it work. Make it work. Make it work. And I would love to hear y'all's comments. What's y'all job life, and how y'all job life in relation to your work? How are y'all dealing with that? What are y'all doing with that? What do you think about it? Is your job adding too much stress? And if it is, I encourage you, if you have to work a job, I encourage you, if you can, to get a job, or at least even cut hours if you have to, if you're able to financially, just to get rid of the stress, because the stress, if it's enough of it, it's not worth the finances that you're getting from the job. You want to protect your peace, you want to protect your happiness, and that's another big plus if you're having to work a full-time job and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's me. That's my piece. That's my entry for today. I'd love to hear from y'all. hit me up. However, I prefer y'all leave comments on YouTube. I'll comment back to those. And yeah, continue to check me out. Check out my work, y'all. I have a few short films attached to this, as you know, and a lot of other stuff. But mostly, I'm working on my first feature film, which I'll constantly be talking about for the next few months. Our Voices Cry. So yeah, that's my piece. Peace out.